right, so this is Bigfoot Roll Smash. It is a competitive push your luck in programming game for 1 to 6 players with the expansion. Base game is 1 to 4 players. So you get this modular arena. These are all obstacles that we're gonna have to navigate around, over, on top of, jump over. So the way this works is there's 3 phases in the game. There's roll, plan, and smash. The roll phase, you roll these giant monster tire dice over here. You know, when you roll these, you're gonna have 3 different things that show up on the dice. You're gonna have cards. You get to pull cards from your individual style deck. Each deck has a number of cards that are the same for every truck, and then some cards that are different for each truck. So there's slight asymmetry in the abilities. The numbers on the dice are gonna be your plan points. These are gonna be the points you're gonna use to buy moves to go through the arena. So if you wanna turn 180 degrees, that's 4 points. You wanna do a 360, that's 5 points. But if you wanna move forward like 1 to 2, that's 0 points. And then the last thing on the dice is this hazard symbol, and these are hazards that your opponents are going to use to mess with your run. So those are going to be things like an oil spill, or replacing obstacles, rotating them, or negating them for the run. The other thing you can do is you can also buy ramps to put into the arena with your plan points that you're going to be able to use to make your truck go airborne. So each one of these slots gets a plan tile. You have to use 7 on your run, and you're going to plan out the directions and run you want to go through the arena. The game comes with a scoreboard, where you can write in all of the numbers you get on your rolls, how many points you get on during your smash phase. If you mess up any obstacles, it's -5 points each. And then you can add up that entire run. Each truck's gonna do 2 runs to the arena, and whoever has the most points after 2 runs is the Monster Rally champion. You know, our company motto is Invent New Gamers, and we really feel with this title that we have perfectly encapsulated that idea. Accessible, easy to do, easy to understand, but enough complexity, because it is programming, that you end up with a pretty crunchy game that can get really competitive. We had a group over here next to us this morning that played for an hour and 30 minutes because every person was analyzing every possible route to the arena.
So it's interesting. One thing I noticed, like a lot of games we're seeing a lot more, like gaining popularity, is the programming.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, you know, here's a, like, do you guys just all meet somewhere? Like, hey, you know what's the flavor this year? Programming. That's what it is.
Oh man, I wish, because then I think we'd be able to get in some trends really early.
Yeah.
In some cases, you know, I think in this one it was a little bit of luck in the fact that programming is starting to hit a new niche of popularity. Mm-hmm. I know I really like programming games like Robo Rally. Really, what it came down to for us is this vehicle that's behind me right now. First monster truck ever created. It was the first truck to roll over cars, created the entire monster truck craze with this truck. Okay. And this was a exercise in engineering and ingenuity and in the sciences, right? Science, technology, engineering, math, the STEM world. So when we talked about making a game for Bigfoot, we really wanted to keep that spirit alive in the game. So when you think about games that align to that kind of idea of STEM and planning ahead and really figuring out how can I engineer this thing to happen, programming stuck out almost immediately as like, oh, that's a great idea on how to do it. Especially when we were then talking about like, what do we want to do? We want to recreate what it's like to be at a monster truck rally and be driving the truck at the rally. And that's when we got to, oh, you know what's great there? Obstacles, you're gonna have the obstacles out like cars and stuff to crush. We're gonna have a grid that you can move through. So what better way to move through that grid than to program out your moves and then have to deal with whether or not your plan was good or not on the fly.
I have a nephew who, so we're from Tampa.
Yeah.
And the Monster Truck Show comes, I think, every year.
A couple of times a year, once a year.
He loves it, so
yeah.
Maybe I can try and get him into board games like by picking up one of those.
Oh, I think absolutely, and especially with the rookie mode in this game and the ability to play with a kid and an adult at the same time and have it be the right skill level for them and the right skill level for you. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, really when we were able to really kind of nail that in development and we really got the feel for like, wow, you know, our 6 and 8-year-old kids are playing this and they're having a blast.
Yeah.
And we're having a blast at the same time, even though for us it's a little harder. It felt a little bit magical. Like we've hit on something that I don't know that another game could really accomplish.
Right.
Which is you can sit down, play the same game with kids that are younger, or people who don't understand or care about programming, and you still have a way for that to be a competitive game between the two groups.
If you remember, so last year with Arch Ravels,
Yes.
we asked you a question.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you that question again.
Okay. Oh no.
So with this game and everything, we like to have our game nights and then partake in some beverages. So
Oh right. Yes.
what would you pair with Bigfoot?
Ooh. Okay. So we talked about this a little bit because I knew this question was coming.
Oh.
So we talked about it a little bit, and we all kind of agreed that we should say a non-alcoholic beverage.
Oh, okay.
Because we're driving,
Yep.
we should say a non-alcoholic beverage.
Okay.
Unfortunately, didn't come up with a great non-alcoholic beverage. I will say that a good thing to pair with Bigfoot, they're from St. Louis, Missouri, man.
Okay.
So is Budweiser.
I know. I was
Right? So you got to go with
Yeah.
the king of monster trucks
Yeah.
and the king of beers, right?
Exactly.
Now, I don't know if that's going to get me. I don't know if Budweiser and Bigfoot get along. I don't know. I don't know. This is not an endorsement
Yeah.
in any way.
A lager.
But yeah, a lager.
Non-alcoholic lager.
Yeah, a non-alcoholic lager sounds great.
Yeah. All right. So lastly, when can everyone expect it on their tables?
Yeah, so right now we're in pre-orders. This is shipping in November. If you pre-order it here at Gen Con this year, you get this little mini box. You don't get your game today, unfortunately, but you do get a little mini version of your game, and it comes with a promo pack of cards where you're going to get a new style card for each truck in the game. And then if you pre-order the mods bundle, which will give you up to 6 players, you get 6 trucks, then not only do you get this promo pack, but you also get an official Hot Wheels Bigfoot mini truck right here on site as well. So all those will ship in November, and then it'll probably hit retail Q2 next year.
Yeah, just switch that out with your Bigfoot game piece.
Exactly,
Oh.
right? Yeah, here you go. It's a little big for the board, but it's kind of fantastic. So,
And as you can tell, we had a great time in Indianapolis at Gen Con 55.
And if you're enjoying our content, please like this video, subscribe to our channel. And if you want to watch our other Gen Con videos, check out the links in our description below.
Until next time, I'm Lee.
I'm Kenny. I go party like a board gamer.